On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 53, recorded live on September 23rd, 2015. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at MattPhilly.
I'm Kurt Grosser. You can find me at Kurt Grosser on Twitter.
And KurtGrosser.com, because if you guys didn't know, he's one of those guys that has, like, I need to do that. MattPhilly.com still says that I have like 30,000 subs, so I should just have it direct to my YouTube.
Didn't know you had MattPhilly.com.
Are you kidding me, dude? I gotta claim it before other people do. So, yeah, that's a thing. Kurt was actually in the community episode because, well, I'm friends with Kurt. I'm very good friends with Kurt. But I was like joking with him, hey, man, you're not worthy for an actual episode. So it's been like an ongoing joke. And then I'm like, you know what? I actually seem like a really big douchebag right now. So Kurt's on the show now. This is probably not going to be his last unless he really messes up. So guys, let's just keep that in mind. If you don't think he's good, let me know in the comment section. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so he actually knows a thing or two about setups. Except his cable management is not.
Let's not talk about my cable management ever because still shit.
Yep. Well, you could use promo code swashin for 0% off your purchase of an IKEA Signum. Which, by the way, guys, I've heard some stuff, but nothing really crazy as far as IKEA goes. So if you haven't yet, go click the link down below and tweet to IKEA. We gotta just keep on doing it, and sooner or later they're gonna have to tell us to shut up, which they kind of have. Long story, I'll tell you guys another time. Anyways, moving on. If you guys want to submit your setup, you now can. This is a great day. If you haven't watched any of the videos on my channel recently, then you don't know that you can submit, but now you do. So go check out that video, submit number 2, Pimp My Setup at gmail.com. The email is in the video. And if you want to skip the line, you want to get on the next show, go to pimpmysetup.com/perks, and you can buy a fast pass. Helps support the channel, and it also helps support your queues position. You hop right in to the next show. I'm really bad at this, you know. So
it's only your 53rd episode doing this, so
whatever.
You'd think you'd be comfortable, but at some point you'll get the hang of it.
I'm still nervous, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about setups. The first setup today is submitted by Kenneth, and Kenneth, he said, okay. I just think this is the funniest email ever. He said, I'm a YouTuber and I've bought all the gear by working at Chick-fil-A. That is literally his whole email. That's all he said. So,
what's Chick-fil-A?
You know what Chick-fil-A is? Okay, you're Canadian, eh? It's a fast food place. It's like a McDonald's or something.
I'm doing my Commonwealth proud right now.
Yeah, good job. So yeah, it's just like a McDonald's. Nothing crazy. I haven't had it. I've never had Chick-fil-A because it's, where I'm from, it's not really common. Except they're building one by me. We're talking about Chick-fil-A. Not what we should be talking about.
This is great show about setups.
But anyways, this setup I love. I abso-freaking-lutely love it. And before we talk about it, let's just take a look at the next photo. It shows like the Signum in use. And then the photo after that is a panoramic, which is something new that I'm letting people submit. As you can see, we kind of get an idea of what the room actually looks like. But as we go over to the left, I love that entertainment setup with the acoustic guitar, the acoustic foam, and I just love that gray against that white molding and the white door and the white furniture and all that. It
looks really nice, but it bothers me that some of the peripherals there aren't white. Because you got the white desk, which works well, and then you've got the black media center. So it's like, you broke the contrast, but that's not that bad.
That is a good point, because he is going through with the whole contrast on the right side, and the left, you're right, it just kind of dies out there.
Just black out.
But not the end of the world. That is replaceable, but I wonder if you have some LED strips on that TV. That would look dope against
that would
wall.
look good.
But anyways, focusing on the actual setup, what do you think about theme and personality? Do you think that it's okay that there's nothing on the wall, whether it be shelves of stuff, or do you think it's just like his setup is all about being minimalistic and contrasting, and he did that?
I mean, the minimalistic thing looks nice. I mean, it doesn't really work well in this case because it's like black and red, and then you've got white and black peripherals. So
yeah.
But something on the wall, just to show, like maybe a poster of your favorite TV show, your movie, or what video game, whatever. Something that gives a little bit of personality. It doesn't have to be like you have to fill that wall with shit.
Yeah.
Just something that says, hey, this is something that I like, and it shows in my setup, so that you know who I am, what I like. Because like I don't like just setup. It doesn't work, and I'm gonna have to knock myself for that because I don't do that. Well, because you gotta have that personality. If you just show off the desk and all the nice peripherals, it just shows me that you've got a nice setup. I don't know if you're a gamer. I don't know if you're whatever.
Yeah, I always get crap for this comment, but this could be anybody's setup. And I say that all the time. People don't agree with it. They think, hey man, his theme is minimalistic, it's contrast, it's whatever the hell it is. But for me, and you could see this all over my room, I like to make it personal, because if it's not personal, then what's the fun in it? You know, it's like, sure, I have a lot of expensive stuff. Sure, it looks good. But at the end of the day, is this like homey? Do I feel good here? And I don't think that he gets that.
Not to the fullest extent.
Yeah, it's still bad.
I mean, if you look at the panorama, you see the guitarist. You know, he likes music. I see that he's got an Xbox One, so he's obviously a gamer. But I don't see that with his desk itself.
Yeah.
Like even throwing, I've got little figurines on my desk. Just throw something like that on the desk. That in itself gives it that little oomph of personality.
So true. Yeah, and see, like, I don't even care about mismatching monitors. I don't care if one's bigger than the other. I don't care about that, because I just care about is he making use of what he has, and honestly, it looks great. It's just lacking that bit of personality. And I love the dead cat. That sounds terrible. I love the dead cat on the Yeti. I wonder how that performs. I want to know if that sounds any better, because the Yeti picks up anything and everything, obviously.
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way. I was like, yo, Yeti on sale. I'm picking that up because I hear it's a great mic, and it's not.
Yeah,
it is not.
I mean, it's great for plug and play on the road if you have a bunch of people, but if you're trying to do something like what I'm doing right now, it's not an ideal microphone. So, anyways, I dig this. I gave it a great score. You're pretty close though to getting it set up, and of course there's the little things like, you know, your PC. I say don't put it on the carpet, and then people are like, man, you know, as long as the airflow is going this way, it's fine, and this and the other. Like, I don't care. I just don't like it. Static electricity, all the different variables that go into that. It's just better.
I don't like you putting your PC on the carpet if you've got your power supply facing towards the carpet, because then you're just going to suffocate it, and you're going to have a bad time.
Well, in that case, never. Yeah, that's like that's how you normally say it. But of course there are people that have airflow going different directions, blah blah blah. And that trash can, I think, is also pretty cool. I think if you kept that metallic metal kind of esque going through the setup, that would look cool as well. So,
well, it kind of aids in the minimalistic theme if that's what he's going for.
Yeah, but I'm saying he could put more of that throughout the setup.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Philip. And Philip, oh, by the way, I should have said that Kenneth was only 17. And let's play the age game. People hate it and people love it. So I like to do it. How old do you think Philip is?
I'm going to say 17.
1738. No, 16.
16.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's pretty damn close. And basically, Philip says, I live in Florida. I just recently entered the PC gaming world. Everyone in the chat, and if you're watching later on, go ahead and give warm welcomes to the PC Master Race. It's a happy, happy place.
It is a very happy place. Let Gaben into your heart.
Philip says that all of his friends are jealous and so on and so forth. So let's give a little bit of critiques here. This isn't some people are saying stop doing the 1738 thing, it's old. Good.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
Hey. Okay. You have to watch the kid that does the terrible.
I've seen
cover.
that, and I'm just want to rip my ears out every time I hear it.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's like, I'm like, hey, what's up? What's the thing like? Making pies in the chicken.
Yeah.
Pies in the chicken. I mean, pies in the kitchen.
Pies in the kitchen.
Oh man.
And he hits the strip mall.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that video. Anyways, take a look at this setup. Really, just a few things concern me. The rotated keyboard that you failed to fix prior to taking the photo. Confusing. Very confusing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just looks like you passed out on your desk and like knocked things over for a second and got up and you're like, oh man, I gotta take a photo for Pimp My Setup. Forgetting what you had knocked over. And I mean, the cables behind the monitor, like, just Velcro them.
That bothers me so much.
It's so easy to fix.
Just put them a little bit further down where that nook is that you can't see them. It'd be great, but oh my god, that just drove me bonkers.
The worst part is that he has LEDs, and the LEDs aren't even that strong, especially during the day. That all it does is light up the wires. Literally, that's it. So you need to fix
that's how I noticed them. The LEDs just flared out the wires. I'm like, oh, you lost points.
So I mean, I think that, you know, the PC on the desk, that looks great in this setup. I like what you have. I don't think that the headphone stand is really. I think you took headphone stand way too far. We didn't mean like a microphone stand holding your headphones. You could easily get that out of there.
Just go to Walmart, get a banana holder,
or
put it on your desk.
Or just clip it to the side of the desk or
that
something.
Works too.
Something
that doesn't have a microphone stand that is huge and unnecessary in the way.
Yeah, because that just takes up a lot of space. But at the end of the day, you have to tell grandma that you don't want her desk anymore. Tell her, although there might be a lot of memories attached to it, you're throwing it to the curb, grandma. That's what I would do, because that's one of your main problems here.
I just feel like you don't have room for your legs. It's just so cramped, and I hate desks like that.
I think that he probably has enough, because it looks like a decent size. I mean, think about how big the computer case is, and it looks pretty small on that desk. I mean, it could be like, you know, a smaller case, but still, even then, I think he has some decent space. But regardless, a new desk would make his life a lot easier. One that he could also put the printer on as well, instead of having a separate end table. But yeah, do you have anything else to say about this setup?
Not really. I said all I needed to say. Just, you know, fix those wires. It just,
yeah. Because underneath is so nice, so just keep it.
I know, it's so clean.
Yeah, use that extra side piece to your advantage. But yeah, that would definitely change the setup with a new desk. Anyways, next setup now. This is another setup that I like and just needs cleanup. It just needs some cleanup. So this setup submitted by James. James, he wrote his name wrong in this subject. He's James. He is how old?
I feel like he's older just because of the look of the setup. I'm going to say 19.
1938.
Oh my! It's
just really gonna piss people off.
You need to stop.
No, he's not 19. He's 16, which is pretty cool.
16. Yeah. Jesus, I'd love to have something like that at 16.
Yeah.
And again, I'm 17, so.
38. Damn it, Kurt! You can't say 17 around me. You know what happens. But I have to say, with this, so close to just being badass. The real issue is the desktop itself is way too messy. Just clean it up, dude. The skeleton head, I think that looks great.
Oh, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, but not there, not in between your two monitors.
No.
Put it on the left side. You have all that room on your desk.
Yeah, take your nice Harman Kardon sound sticks and take your subwoofer and put it on the floor.
Well, put the subwoofer on the floor, not the speaker.
That's what it. Well, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, let's put the speakers on the floor for my feet because they have big ears. What about that candle? You like that candle?
I don't think that candle needs to be there.
Well, you know, I might like candles.
I mean, if it creates ambiance, you play little Bill Withers, you know, get the mood going.
Oh, God. Okay, so what I have to say about this setup, something that I thought about, and I'm like, I love how it's like in that corner. I love that wallpaper that has that kind of, and sorry for the plane in the background, but I'm not really too worried about it. It's gonna fly by. That's what an airplane does. Fun fact of the day, if you didn't know. I love that red LED in the back that just kind of like bleeds through and it looks great.
But it does this thing again where it's showing off some of the cables in the back. And
Yes,
that just,
definitely. And he's got like one of those little quirky cord catcher things, but it doesn't even look like he's really using it, considering his mouse cable looks like it's like all over the place.
Looks like he just was like,
yeah, exactly. That was probably too far. Yeah, it's okay.
Now my mouse fell behind my desk.
What I love about this though is I wouldn't put anything above how he kind of kept it clean. I wouldn't put anything above it either. No posters, no nothing like that. Because when you're sitting there, especially at nighttime, that is probably one of the nicest experiences ever. Just feeling that like triple monitor surrounds you with the lights and everything's like your thoughts are kind of clear. And I think that's one of the few times that it works. But I would put actually an extra shelf above where the PC is up until about like a little past the third monitor, something over there, because that is a little bare, and he has a lot of cool stuff up on that shelf, so it would be cool to see more.
Or even a poster, just something to throw up there.
Yeah, something on the left side. Yeah,
because he's got the shelf way up top, so it's like anything I want to show you guys, you have to
be 7
break
foot
your
tall.
neck.
Yeah.
So it's like just throw something just in between that shelf and where the monitors are, and you have a little bit more personality.
Yeah.
Or even to the right wall, like a giant blow up poster or whatever.
Agreed. Okay, so let me see real quick. Here's a picture of underneath. Now, the only problem with his cable management, like I don't think that white cable is a problem because it's completely managed. It looks great. It would definitely be that like black one that's just like
that just
there.
Bothered the hell out of me. I don't know what that's for. I don't know why it's there. I don't think it needs to be there.
Yeah, it's just a little annoying. Let me see. Okay, that's a new setup. Whoops. I thought I had 3 photos. I don't. So I guess that's telling me we need to go to the next setup. The next setup is submitted by Chethan. Is that how you say
Chethan.
it? Chethan? Chethan? It's Ethan.
I don't know. This show's never been known to be accurate with people's names.
Yeah. So. To put it in perspective for you guys, it's CH Ethan as one word. Chethan. Yeah. Chethan. I don't know. Whatever it is. Hi, Chethan. He said... Well, actually, how old do you think he is, first off?
I can't say that number. 16.
16. You're right. Good job.
Oh,
Stop cheating.
Good. I was going to say 17, but then I was like...
Oh, you can't say that number around me. 30. Yeah. Anyways, so... Taking a look here, he said, "Hey Swash, my setup is still in progress. Obviously, everybody's is. And he's working his way to get a second monitor. And thanks to my idea of buying an IKEA Signum, his wire management is much more cleaner than it was ever before. So that is awesome."
Then why do I see wires?
He's talking about underneath. But
I still see wires underneath.
Are you talking about on the right side?
Yeah.
Like all the way on the far... Well, the black cable is his headphone cable.
That I can knock off, but then I see this white plug just coming out, going to God only knows where, and like a blue Ethernet cable going God only knows where.
Probably to his computer, and the other one's probably going to the outlet, which is right there. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't really have control over that. I mean, the blue one, sure, he could probably tug on and make it like straight, but look at under his desk. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it looks clean.
Yeah. It does look clean, Kurt.
It's just those 2 wires are just like OCD mode has been severely engaged.
Well, speaking of OCD, what do you think about
the boxes?
Yeah, the boxes.
I mean, I'm all for showing off your graphics card, showing off your fancy CPU, but your tablet, your Apple TV, your K65, your Z97 PC Mate, get it the hell out of there. Get your Nikon box the hell. I don't want to see your router box. I don't want to see any of that. Yeah. Like if you've got a ballin' graphics card, it's fine. But I don't need to know that, I bought the MSI Z97 PC Mate and I bought 16 gigs of RAM. And, you
think if it's like a good product, it's okay to show the box?
Yeah. I'm all for that.
That like hurt his feelings, though.
Well, you got to be a little harsh.
Yeah, no, I'm a complete opposite. I'm not an in-between guy. In this case, I'm like, bro, knock the shelf down. I would just take a hammer like boom, knock it. All the boxes fall off, everything's falling down, cracks his monitor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I don't crack the monitor. It's a nice monitor. I've got that exact monitor.
Well, in that case, crack the monitor. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love that monitor. I love the setup below. I just don't love the top. The top.
I kind of just want to just take it all and just shove it off. Just clean it and then just say, you start over. You find some stuff that works and make it work. Because right now it's like products.
Yeah, it's not even terrible. A terrible setup. It's just you need to clean it up a bit. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else to say? Because that's really my only problem with this setup. Like, I understand why the things are the way they are on the actual desk, but above just looks not bueno.
I have no other problems with this setup. It's just those boxes and those 2 wires that bothered. You could just maybe tug a bit and fix up. That's about it. That's all I had major complaints on.
Yeah, and it's weird. I don't know. Like, I really have no complaints. But anyways, let's go to the mall. I forget. Is that a song? I don't know. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Let me see something.
Once we're hitting the strip mall, I don't think it is a song.
You guys, seriously, if you haven't seen that, can you please go check it out? Because it's hilarious.
It's so bad. Fetty didn't lose an eye for that.
Anyways, let's go on to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Nicholas. Nicholas is how old?
Looks like another grandma desk. So I'm gonna say 15.
Wow, dude, you're like really, really close on each one. He's actually 14.
Ooh,
very close though. But anyways, taking a look at the setup. He's a freshman in high school. He bought all of the things in the photo by himself, of course, and he loves the show. Great, great, great. So taking a look here, we got 2 photos. We got his wire management, which, here's the thing. I don't hate the cable management. I just think it could be better. As you can see, there's like kind of the inside of his desk. So it doesn't really have like an underneath section. He's got like this metal bar, which it's not a bad. I mean, it's not my favorite desk, but it's not terrible. No. And I don't care if the wires are shown like that, but I would try to possibly bring it a little more to the left and manage and like this.
Get a little more Velcro.
Yeah. Going. He's only got 2 pieces of Velcro, it looks like. And well, actually up here, there's more. But at the bottom, it's just kind of like, you didn't really manage them. You put 2 Velcros on and kept it going down in a straight line, kind of.
Which, at least he tried. You can't knock him for not attempting. But that promo code comes in real handy.
Yeah. The only thing is, I don't think he would be able to use it in this situation because of the metal bar.
Yeah.
Which it's not a bad thing. You just need to make it a little more presentable. But yeah, the speakers. I say this way too often. Rear.
You got way too much speaker.
Yeah, rear has to go behind you. That's the fun fact of the day. Number 2, airplanes can fly, and rear speakers are meant for behind you. Now you know. The more you know with that, Philly.
I've got 2.1, and that's all I need because I can't put them anywhere behind me.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Well, even
but this guy was like, I'm gonna buy 5.1, but I'm not gonna even try to spread it out just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not even bad if you have a center and a left and a right. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you don't use the rear, but if you plan on doing it, at least put them in an ideal spot. But anyways, as far as the rest of the setup, super clean. I mean, very well organized. He's got a little bit of knickknacks here. Not really. I mean, I would love to see a little bit more.
Yeah, there's not much in terms of personality there. And that bothers me.
Yeah, but as far as like the actual desktop, it's clean. I give you props there. It's great, especially for 14, dude. You're doing really good. Do you have anything else you want to say about this?
I just think that his legs might be a little cramped under there.
That does look
because that one looks like super narrow, and then he's got the woofer under there, and that's not a small woofer. That looks like a fairly big woofer. So it's like I've just sacrificed even more of my space. So it's like if I have a chair that swivels, I'm just gonna bang my knees all the time.
Well, that's I would use that as a footrest if anything. But yeah. Anyways,
well, that's what I do, but
Yeah. Moving on to the next setup. Now I didn't realize, this is my fault. I know I tell everyone you need to send in high quality photos. I didn't realize until afterwards
That it was very tiny?
Yeah, because I was looking at my email. They look fine. And I downloaded them, and I'm like, oh, fudge cakes. So because of that, it's my mistake, so I'm leaving it because I don't want to be a douche that puts someone in and then I pull them out because of my own mistake. So taking a look at this, this is it's actually a female. I know, guys. Everyone in the chat's like,
wow,
what? This is so cool, dude. So
now it's just suddenly creepy and like, hi.
Hey, man, that's how it is. But with that in mind, how old do you think she is?
I want to say 20.
20. She's 16.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So she said she's been a big fan of the show for a while. She's from California. She took these pictures with her new camera. So no, you know what happened? It was email that most definitely kept it to a small resolution.
Yeah.
Because here's my thing: if you guys are going to submit to the show, do it as an attachment opposed to inline. You don't want to just drop it into the actual text part of the email. Like make it an attachment,
or even make it a Google Drive attachment,
or Imgur, or whatever. Because when people put it in the actual email, it tends to do this. But anyways, let's see. She went on and on. She's not a gamer girl. That's what she said. She got a dope surround setup for it though. Oh my god. Here's the thing. She says she loves to, pass time playing video games, but her main hobby, get this, fellas, is coding and video production. Kurt's like, damn, give me the digits. Yeah, so she's hoping to make the leap to 4K soon, and she tries to keep it as clean as possible. So take a look at this. We have two photos. We got this, and then we have her with the racing wheel. So,
God, I love it.
Yeah, and she's got like a pull-out lunch snack table thing. So yeah,
that's exactly what I used to when I was like a kid. I had one of those old racing wheels, and I had it for my original Xbox.
Yeah, and
I would always put it on this like stupid little TV tray, and I thought I was so baller.
Hey man, I think it's dope, and it's great because from what we see, she actually can keep it away from the setup when she's not gaming, which is great. But yeah, I love the setup in terms of usability. The microphone, I think is good. I don't know how the reach is. I don't know how far it comes out.
That could, if it's an AT2020, which it looks like.
Well, I'm saying
it could be good.
Yeah, well, I get that it'll pick up her voice most likely, but I'm saying in terms of how close does it get to her mouth? Like, can she pull it out even more? I don't know. Really super clean desktop, and I know people are making fun of the desk. We've seen these before. It's like the picnic-esque sort of look. But yeah, I
think she's got like those dope ATX MH50s from Audio Technica.
Yeah.
Very nice headphones.
Overall, it's a nice setup, but here's my thing, and I'll say it again. This could be anybody's setup. I mean, personally, I wouldn't really be a fan of the color of the wall, but it's like, what makes this yours? So I think that's a big thing here. What would you say? Would you say maybe shelves or posters or what?
Posters. I'm a big advocate of posters because like you have a favorite movie or a favorite TV show, and it shows me what you like, not just like here's some trinkets I found in an old junkyard that I'm gonna put on a shelf. I thought I had something there, and I was like,
you were going, and then you just kind of you hit a pebble and you tried to go off road a little, but you're good. All right, you ready to go to the next setup?
I'm ready. Oh, this one. Oh.
This next setup is submitted by Taylor. Taylor is how old?
I want to say 13.
20. Nice shot though.
Oh.
This person's like, hey, Kurt, you suck. Well, he's living in is it Ontario? No matter how I say it, I'm being careful.
Ontario.
I was gonna say it like 4 different ways.
Ontario.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you're Canadian, and I was like, I know I'm gonna say it wrong, so let me just say it like 8 different ways, and I said it every way except the right way. Anyways, so he's 20 years old. He lives in a basement, which is why the lighting is bad. His desk is some pieces from IKEA thrown together, and he's looking for some things that he can change. So,
some things you can change.
Well, let's first off, on a positive note, okay? That PC looks dope. It's like very tall.
We'll give him that.
It looks pretty dope.
I think that's a full tower because it's huge.
That's what she said. And then I love his footrest. It looks like a very nice shoebox. Yes, very nice. And then if he ever wants to, he could switch off to a subwoofer. So good on you. He's got some Alex drawers or whatever they're called. He's got tons of boxes. Boxes, hats. I like how he made his speakers work. I think those are the Clip 2.1. He's got a GoPro speakers. I mean, literally just a little bit of everything going on here. Two matching monitors.
Little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. And
it's very cluttered.
Yeah. What's this Corkstown thing? Is that I've
heard of Corkstown. That's like
a town in the Corks.
Well, when you say Ontario, do you mean Ontario, Canada, or like Ontario, California? Because like there is because like here in Ottawa there is a campground called Corkstown.
Well, I'm assuming it's that one. Yeah.
Cool. His monitors are hanging off the desk, and it just makes fix that, please.
Well, let's see. Hold on, let me go back.
Because it's like one little bump, and
okay, I could see that. I think you know what I think. I'm probably gonna get shit. I don't know how good that middle monitor is, but I'm assuming since it's in the middle, that it's like the best. Now,
I mean, the AOC ones are obviously the IPS ones, but that one's either. They are?
Yeah.
I thought it said AOC. Okay. Well, it's either the center one's either really good IPS or a really shitty TN, but it's 144 hertz.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to all the monitor lovers, but if that monitor isn't the best, or what I would say is put the middle one possibly to the right side or sell it or something, because you have two matching ones. You might as well utilize that to your ability. But then again, I mean, it's not the end of the world. If you want to leave it at triple monitor setup, you do what you got to do.
Well, if you really want a triple monitor, sell that monitor, buy another one of the ones you have.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved.
And I love what he has up on the wall. The Nissan that looks dope. I love the Minecraft one. Is that like the actual one that's in the game?
I think it is one of the paintings in the game.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. My main problem here, though, is that it's just a little too messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of stuff, but you've like, it's like you took a photo and then you just smushed it. So it's like you got plenty of space. I see you got plenty of space on the left side of your desk. Mm-hmm. Use that. You've got the two laptops just sitting there on the right. So maybe just move them over a bit to the right, and then you've got more space there. It's all about using that space better. You've got space. Mm-hmm. Don't abuse it.
Wow. Strong words from Mr. Kurt. I can't even say your name. Whatever. This next setup is... I think it's my favorite.
This one is really nice.
So nice. And this part is going to kill so many people. I mean, the actual monitors, they're not like the best ever. So
yeah.
So it's not like he's spoiled. But as far as the actual look of the setup and things like that...
I mean, the back of it, the walls.
I love that. I love it. But here's the kicker. How old do you think he is?
16?
14.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you could turn your mic down just a little, because I saw like 35 people say... If you turn it down just a little.
Okay, well, let me just...
Not that it's hurting my ears, but just for the people watching the show.
Well,
anyways, so I love that wood paneling in the back, like you were just saying.
So nice.
I love that, like, I don't even know what you would call it. It's kind of like espresso tinted, and it just looks so good.
Whatever it is, I want it.
Yeah, I like
want it. Because I have these god-awful blue walls. I want that because that just looks super good.
Yeah. And for me...
It contrasts almost anything well.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of like the tannish, whatever, drawer tabletop thing that he's got going on. I much rather prefer just straight up white up against that back. Like that would look really dope. And I love that typewriter... I guess it would be
that canvas. Looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks really, really dope. Now, here would be my quick rundown. The reason why it's not, I mean, I still gave it a really good score, but the reason why it's not going to get like a perfect score from me is not even because of the monitors. I don't care. You have it set up nicely. I would just say, first off, like I don't like the keyboard box, especially with the Hyper 212 Evo up there.
212 Evo, get the hell out of there.
It's just
throw it in the closet. Throw it in one of those drawers you've got available to you.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to utilize that shelf so bad that he just put 2 different things randomly. You know what I mean?
Put your graphics card box up there.
Yeah, something. But make it useful. Really utilize that other shelf with the pop vinyls. I wouldn't put your headphones there personally, but I guess that's up to you. I would just kind of utilize that a little bit more. As far as like the left side under the keyed up thing, like what else is going there? You know, you have all this stuff really close to your monitors, like the Wii U. Maybe space it out. Give it a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, that would definitely help it, and maybe because like that bottom shelf he's got, it's kind of empty. Mm-hmm. I like the pop vinyl figures. I love pop vinyl figures, but something a little more. Yeah, more wouldn't hurt there.
Yeah, so that's something you could start getting. I mean, he's only 14.
Yeah, but so it's like he's just starting out.
Yeah, so now that's a good point. That's something he should collect more of because they would look great. Now here's like my final complaint, because I love the cable management, I love all that, but the door. I don't know who designed the house, but that's the worst place for the door to meet the desk, because
it's like, hey, how you doing?
Boom, right into the throat. You know, like it's just weird. I don't know. I would like to see like a further back shot to really get an idea of how this room looks overall, because it looks like the hinges are pointed in the direction that means the door is going to open in your face, unless if it opens out, but I'm assuming that it looks like it's going to go at you. Do you have any final thoughts on the setup?
Not really. Just great setup. Just start filling it in a little more.
Filling it in. All right. Next setup submitted by Stefan or Steven. I don't know. It's usually like with that, I usually say Steven, and then they're like, no, it's Stefan or it's Stefan, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever it is, that's great. You do you. So Stefan, Steven is how old?
Well, he's got an iMac and a Cinemac display, so I want to say he's a little older, probably about 18.
28, but nice try.
That
came out of right field, but yeah, so basically he's got the iMac 5K Retina edition. He's got the iMac 2009. He's got a 42-inch Sony Bravia. He's got a little bit of everything going on here. He's from Ireland, and he's the owner of a web design and marketing company, which is super awesome. And that's why I know there's going to be a lot of Mac and Apple hate in the chat.
Yeah, they're going to start ripping on the iSheet.
Yeah, but for what he's doing, I would make the assumption that it is the ideal platform. Not saying you can't do it on PC. Here I am, guys. I have a MacBook Pro, but I also have my beefed out Mickey that's running all the stuff I do. It really just comes down to personal preference, and at the end of the day, this is what works for him. Obviously, otherwise, I think he would do something a little different.
I mean, the 5K iMac is kind of cost effective because you're paying like $3,000 for a 5K display and a computer.
Yeah,
so.
All in one. Except if something happens, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not going to say anything about that. So yeah, overall, I think that it probably looks a little busy for a lot of people, and it is.
It's not too bad.
Well, I just know how some people are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you wanna say, hey, I've got Apple products, this is best. The guy's done it. Mwah, perfect.
Well, yeah, this is going to be super effective for him getting work done. Plus, he's able to enjoy some. Look, he's got Steve Jobs up on the TV, so we could watch that movie. He could watch
that's the biopic. Very good. You should all watch that.
I should watch it. I have Steve Jobs right behind me, and I haven't even seen that yet. But yeah, I think that overall, like what he's got going on is super effective. He's got great cable management for the most part. I like that. I would try to like. I get it that maybe these are some big ass bulky plugs going on, which is making it hard for the Signum to really hold it.
UK plugs are really bad.
Yep.
Why do they need to be so big?
I don't know. I remember when I got it from my monitors, they accidentally sent me UK, and I was like, what? I was like looking at it, I'm like, what is this?
What is plugged?
Yeah. But what I like is that one straight cable that has to come down. He managed it perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
And that's okay. If we see that wire, you managed it. It looks great. And last but not least, one of my favorite parts of this setup is that ambient lighting, 2 different LED colors. And I just love
and it
how
works because he set it up exactly with the two display pictures, the Justin Mallard prints. I love Justin Mallard prints.
Yep.
And he just did it so perfectly.
Yeah, it looks great. Any final thoughts?
Great setup.
Great setup.
And I'm sorry that you're going to get a lot of Apple hate.
Yeah. You don't say, man. You're better than that. Don't worry what they say. Anyways, final setup now. I take back the favorite. The reason why I liked Connor's setup so much is because of that back paneling, basically.
Yeah.
But this next setup, I freaking love it. I love it.
It's got. This is the one I gave the highest rating.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's got so much personality, and it's just the right amount of personality.
Yep. We both gave it a 46 out of 50. Spoiler, it's going to get first place, a 92. Now, I love this because of so many different reasons. First off, I love the Force Awakens poster.
That poster is just, I want that poster.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got it. I want it right now.
Dude.
Probably on Amazon, whatever.
So dope. I love that poster.
It's so minimalistic, but it's just like...
Yeah.
Oh, it just gets me excited.
Bro, I'm pretty sure we have the same wall color. See? That's great. I like it. And he's got the black furniture. I love the AK Racing. That's a very unique design for the chair.
Yeah.
One of my things is like the triple monitor. It looks like it's on mounts, but it doesn't look like it really like gives you any like the viewing angle doesn't look ideal for the side displays. That's one thing that kind of bugged me.
It's like when you have triple monitors, you want them to surround you.
Yeah.
But this guy is just like I've almost laid them out straight. That's my only that's my only gripe about it.
Someone just said too much black. IGN 10 out of 62.
62.
My other thing would actually, be like what?
The black and white thing. He did it quite well. He never broke that. Like he knows I've got a gray wall. I've got a black desk. Let's try and make sure that I don't break that by throwing in red or
I would say maybe a little bit more white, because other than the chair, white isn't really like a big color. But my next thing would be like the router. It's great. I used to have the same one because so I guess he has files, but that is not necessarily the ideal place. Possibly underneath on top of those bins would be good. But I don't like it under the monitors, especially since you kept it so clean. It would just kill the whole look. I love the microphone. I love, let's see how many, I have 2 pictures of this. Let's see the other angle. This is underneath, like you could easily fit it on top of that bucket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't think that was a router. I thought it was like a Scarlett or something.
Yeah, no, it's a router. It's a FiOS router.
So yeah, I don't know what FiOS is. So.
Yeah, you don't know fast. That's what it is. Those shelves I love. I don't think that the boxes are annoying at all in this one. Plus, he's got an X99, the same motherboard that I have. He's got a 980.
This is what I was saying. Like, if you've got baller hardware, show that off. If you've got like, I bought the El Cheapo motherboard for like discounted price. Get that the hell out of there. But if you've got something like the X99 Deluxe, hell man, that's a dope motherboard.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a nice box. I like it. Well, that happens. I love the lights here too, because he's got kind of like enough. I mean, I don't know. I just love the whole setup. I love the black bed because it just fills in, and that's kind of what I'm working with. Right behind my chair, right behind my 2 ultra wides. It's my freaking bed. Like, I don't know. I just love this. This is very... See, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the perfect examples of a freaking amazing setup, because he sits down and guess what? This is his setup. Who else has the same interests as him? Maybe some people, because he pretty much likes a lot of cool shit. But overall, I mean, this is him. This is all his stuff, and I really, really like it. And the flooring looks pretty dope as well. It's like wood-ish. It's like it's kind of like Connor's paneling on the floor, which is even cooler. Yeah. So, I mean, what do you have to say overall for the setup? What would you say?
I think this is goals, and that's kind of what I would aspire to have.
Goals? Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals.
And that's it. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think I could say anything else except that it's a B setup.
All right. Well, now is the part of the show where we go over the scores. Okay. Oh, I was like, hold on, that is not the right score for this. I was reading a different score for the first one. I'm like, it did not get that low. Anyways, okay, here we go. First setup, Kenneth walked away with an 85. Love that setup. Great job, Kenneth. Philipp walked away with a 55. James walked away with a 69. Chethan, I don't know. Walked away with a 63. Nicholas walked away with a 62. Pammy walked away with a 71. Taylor walked away with a 53. Connor walked away with an 89, which could be a lot higher with the few things that we requested. But that's up to you, Connor. Stefan, Steven, one of the above, walked away with an 81. And last but not least, of course, Jason walked away with a 92. That means first place goes to Jason, second place goes to Connor. And that was a fun episode with a lot of great setups.
That was, Jason's, beautiful.
Yeah, don't kiss at me, please. And it's funny, James scored a 69, and that's really the only score that people seem to care about.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So, you're all just a bunch of meme lovers.
That is a thing. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. Huge shout out to Kurt coming on. Basically last minute. You did a great job, and I'm so proud of you, Kurt. You're growing up, man.
Thank you. I'm so proud.
Okay. You're not going to say, Matt, you're the best or anything like that?
Well, that's just a given, so.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's fine. It's good. It's good. Anyways, what if I was like, why you always lying? Okay. Anyways, thanks so much for watching episode number 53. We're going live on September 23rd, 2015. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter again at Matt Philly.
And I'm Kurt Grosser. You can find me on Twitter at Kurt Grosser or even at kurtgrosser.com.
Boom! See, I like you added it in. You got it. You did it. That's great. Guys, don't forget, I'm Matt Philly. You're not. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you on the flippity flop.